Today we've got a couple of Lima coaches to have a look at. Now recently I've been doing some reviews of Lima coaches. I checked out some Swiss SBB ones and I thought they were a bit kind of cheaply made, and also there were some Belgian ones that I had a look at recently and I thought they were a bit boring and really not that great. But today we've got some French coaches to look at. From what I've seen so far of these coaches, they actually look pretty good and I was quite lucky to get them. Now I've got a locomotive to pull these coaches as well. It's something a bit special and it'll be coming up on this channel soon, so don't forget to subscribe. But these ones are from Lima and they're made in Italy, so that means it's from before Hornby took them over, and that was in 2004. So these coaches are at least over 20 years old, so they are second-hand purchases, and I'll tell you how much these three coaches cost me at the end of the video. So we've got two coaches in this style of box, and we have another coach up the top here in this silver box colour. I think this is the oldest of the three, but let's start off by having a look at this one. You can see it's a first class coach. This one is number 309193 and then K. Now it might actually be in the wrong boxes, you never know, but let's assume that that's the right part number for this one. So straight away I can see that this is a completely different style of model to the other two sets of coaches which you had a look at. Much more sophisticated, looks really good. This is a type A10 TU from the SNCF, first class carriage, open seating. And this model looks really quite good. Looking a bit closer at it, at this end we've got an extra piece added in for the gangway here. It's a bit of black plastic, and inside we've got the doors which have been painted in orange, and you've got some glazing there as well. The painting of those doors isn't superb, but at least they are painted. And we also have a kick down plate which is part of this piece of plastic. There's an indication of lights here, but they're not actually operational. As you can see, it's just a little bit indented into the moulding. And at this side we have some cabling moulded in as well. You can see that the printing on the end here isn't too good. Some of the printing goes around the corner, some of it doesn't. A bit of yellow here isn't too good either. So it does have all the hallmarks of a typical Lima model, and that the finish isn't too good. The buffers down here as well actually have a little bit of sprue still stuck onto them, so I guess there must have been some moulding sprue between the two here. They are part of the chassis. We'll have a look at that in a minute. For now, let's look down the side of this coach, and while I've said that the printing isn't so good on the edges, it's actually a lot better down the sides. Although the masking is a bit funny in places like here where it's just a little bit fuzzy. But what is really good is the doors in the orange. They're really quite crisply done. And I like the yellow stripe running the whole length of the carriage too. So the windows, we have flush fit glazing, which is quite incredible for a Lima model. And they have the window surrounds as well in silver. They're a little bit opaque as well, so you can't totally see inside. But what we do have in there is a full interior, which is all done in red. The printing of the first class here is actually quite good. It is a bit fuzzy though, but from the 2-foot rule, that's more than adequate. But it is pretty good in the middle where we have the SNCF logo and the numbers, and also the type of this carriage, and also this printing down here in the white on the chassis part. As we move further down the coach, at this end we've got the toilet. So this window has the whiteout. We've got another door here. I think it's got a bit of a scuff on it there. It might actually be just from a previous owner, because these are second hand obviously. And down this end of the carriage, again we've got some problems with the printing going around the edges, but it's not too bad at all, I have to admit. Looking up on the roof, they're pretty plain on these coaches. We've got some hatches here which are well done, and then we've just got the ribs the whole length of the carriage. There is a bit of a moulding mark in the middle, but it's not too bad. And that is just all one piece. It's been masked off, and that's been done pretty good. But just here in the corner it goes a little bit wobbly. Some really nice steps coming down here at the doors, and underneath we have the bogies and some boxes and things moulded under here. The bogies do look actually really good. There's a lot of deep relief on them. The wheels are dulled as well. And we have the couplings here, no NEM pockets. Lima never did that really. This one seems to be swapped for this kind of, I think it's a Fleischmann style, but I did notice it has the Lima one on the other end, so maybe it was used as a converter coach. But what you can notice here is that the bogies actually move not in the middle of the bogie, but just forward a little bit where the outside wheel is. And I guess that's to help this get round tight corners, because this is a very long model. I think it might actually be scale length. It's certainly got quite a length to it. Underneath in the chassis, we've got a variety of boxes with some details printed on them. This one here has some grills on it. Again, little hatches. And looking around the other side, you can see there are some other pieces of details down here as well. Some grill detail here. Again, hatches and brackets moulded into the bottom part. And this piece here on the skirt is exposing a bit more detail as well. So overall, this is a much better coach than the other sets that we had a look at. A real good opener. It looks actually really fantastic. And okay, it might not be a display model. It does have some slight oddities in the paint finish, but overall this is looking really good. So let's move on to the next one. So this is the one in the silver box, which I think is a little bit older than the other two. This one is an A5 B5TU model of coach, which means it's a split first and second class. This one is numbered 309-200 and a K as well. So let's get this open and we'll check out what we've got inside here. Well, it's another very interesting and well presented coach, I have to admit. It looks really good with the split first and second. We've got a yellow stripe at the top of the first class and green above the second class. I just mentioned about NEM pockets, but I actually see that this one has got NEM pockets and it has the cantilever system. You see this a lot more on things like Fleischmann, and we have it here on this Lima model, which is quite surprising. And it also dates this coach newer, I think, than the other one we've just seen, the first class one. However, this cantilever mechanism is a bit wobbly, so it's not done quite as good as maybe some of the German manufacturers did. But it's great that that has that there, and you can see it's independent of the bogie as well. Very similar ends to this coach, but looking down the side, we've got a different type of door here, but still it's presented really well in this orange, and we have some additional printing on it as well. This part down here looks like the little flip down steps that you get on French trains for those lower platforms, but it seems to be that this has been moulded in orange and painted black, but not really that well because it's coming through a little bit, but it's not too bad, I suppose. We have the first class up here, and then we have the same kind of windows. Again, a little bit opaque, but you can see through that we have an interior, and this time it's split between the red first class and this brown colour for the second class. Again, the printing in the middle of the SNCF logo and the numbers still all looks really good. And as we move further down, we've got the second class here and another door with printing on it, and the same problem with the paint. This one has exactly the same roof style as the previous one, and again a little bit of a moulding mark in the middle. Not too bad though, certainly very passable. And it has the same kind of bogies here, and they also move off centre as well. And it looks as though we have exactly the same piece of moulding underneath here as well, with the same arrangement of boxes. And you can see here it says Lima, made in Italy. So it's another really nice coach. I like the finish on this one, and I like the fact it's first and second class as well. But let's move on to the final one, which is something a bit different and maybe a bit special. So we're back to the kind of red box now. And this one is a B5RTUX coach, which, as you can see here, is a bar coach, which is really quite cool. This one is number 309185, and this time we have a picture of the carriage here, but it kind of doesn't look like what we've got, so it's maybe in the wrong box. Anyway, let's get this open and we'll check out the model inside. So it's very similar to the other two coaches we saw, but obviously the big difference here is that we've got a bar area, and the decoration on that is really quite cool. Look at the little cocktail that you get here. What a fantastic design, and you know, very typical of what you would expect from France. It's got this bit here as well, which talks about it being a bar, and we're back to the door with a smaller window and the little steps here. But this side of the coach has got the red stripe for the bar, and then on this side it's got the green stripe for the second class. Inside we've got a different interior now. We've got the brown seating in the second class area, but this area here is set out like a bar. And if you look around the other side, you can see that it looks as though it's got a table or something against the window there, moulded on the inside. Again, we've got the issue with the windows not being completely see-through. They're a little bit opaque, but I actually kind of quite like that. It adds to the effect of the coach. And aside from that, this is identical to what we've just seen. It's got the same bogies and the same underframe as well. This one doesn't have the cantilever in them pockets. It's got the coupling attached to the bogie, so I'm guessing it's an older one again, but still a very nice looking coach. So 3 actually really lovely coaches from Lima. I'm quite surprised. Usually the quality can be very questionable, but these ones are fantastic. And I'm interested to see how much they weigh, so let's put them on the scales. So the first class coach weighs 176 grams. The composite first and second class is 175. And the final coach with the cocktail bar is 175 grams as well. So this has been quite a surprise. Normally I think Lima stuff's a bit dodgy, and the coaches that I've seen from Lima recently have turned out to be just really not very good at all. These, on the other hand, are like as if they would be made by a different company. They're absolutely fantastic. I love the decoration on it. It's a great colour scheme that these French coaches have got. I love the windows here. We've got flush fit glazing, and the silver surrounds make them look really good. The decoration, it's not 100% perfect, but it's very close to, and it has some really interesting effects here. I love the bar co-rail symbol. That's really eye-catching and something very different. And the colour scheme itself works very well, making these coaches very attractive. They look fantastic going round on the track. And like I said, I've got a locomotive to haul these, a French one, unsurprisingly, and that'll be coming up on this channel soon, so subscribe to see that one when that comes up for review. But these coaches here, as second-hand models, I think you should snap them up, especially if you model French railways, because you can get these actually really cheap. So this set of 3 cost me just £25, and I feel really lucky to get those. Yes, it looks as though we have some couplings that have been swapped about a bit, but the overall finish on these is really great, and they've lasted this long and still look really good as well. They're not up to modern day standards when it comes to coaching stock, but you're not paying modern day prices. With coaches these days being way above £50 just for one, I've seen some of them over £100. You can get a whole train of these for less than £50 at this price. And when they're moving on the railway track, you wouldn't notice any difference really between these and ones that cost 3 or 4 times the price. So I definitely would recommend these particular Lima coaches, but I wouldn't actually recommend Lima coaches in general because some of them are a bit dodgy. But that's just what I think. What do you think about these coaches and the other models that Lima do? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know what you think. And if you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really helps his channel grow. Now, I'll put one of these on the turntable so you can see all the way around, and of course it's going to be the bar coach because it looks really cool. And as that's happening, an icon will appear, so just click on that and I'll see you on my next video. But that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. See ya.
So model trains, model worlds, choo choo, model trains, tiny train in tiny worlds, choo choo, model trains, tiny train.